Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final game of the finals. It's a best of 3, game 3, and this has been a pretty crazy series. Spawning in the bottom left of Frost, we have the yellow Zerg player, representing Alien Invasion, Golden. And his opponent, to the top right, the blue Terran player, what am I on about? The blue Terran player, representing Team Acer, MMA. Golden winning the first game with relentless harassment. MMA winning the second game through defending relentless harassment with a bit of an unusual composition. Still though, we're here. The ace match. On the line, 25 euros additional prize money for the winner. And more importantly, a spot in the monthly Go for SC2 finals. 600 euros on the line there. A guaranteed spot to play in it is always going to be very good fun. MMA opening racks into gas yet again. Minor point, he's actually positioned his barracks 2 cells to the left, so he's got room for a reactor in there, so probably not going to be going, or if he does go for a Reaper, it's going to be followed up with a reactor, as opposed to on the previous maps he hasn't done that, if I recall, or at least he didn't map 1. Map 1 he got 3 Reapers out first. Probably just feeling safe that his opponent can't really get an early pull down against him. Golden spawning pool coming through there. We've got obviously the hatch first opening, so things going right to plan, exactly how they should. Nothing real crazy going on as of yet. MMA probably, I want to say he's gonna go a Reaper expand because he didn't really have any success with the Banshee in game number 1, but sure, he was scouted at pretty much the earliest point, but still not too much. Gas again, nice and early from Golden. Going to be looking to go up into getting speed down very, very fast, as we've seen every game from him. And that early speed has really allowed Golden to defend against the normal Reaper Hellion play effectively. So MMA going Reaper into CC. Very unlikely to be seeing Banshees now. Generally, your 2 options are to go Reaper expand or Reaper into Banshees into the expand. Quick little hop around here from the Reaper, having to back out as the Zerglings chase it down. Needs to be careful, this is double cliff and jetpacks are good in the future, but not that good. Reaper still looking for a little bit more damage, trying to find anywhere that it can sneak through. Bounces back down onto the low ground. And the adventures of a Reaper aren't the most thrilling thing I know, but now there's 2. And this may get a little more exciting. No third Reaper coming down from MMA. Instead, he's just adding in that factory, adding in the reactor, and still things are going good. Shots coming through, Zergling getting taken down. Couple more Lings taking more damage. Queen is getting low at the back, and as there is only there is a third Queen down, how much energy is gone then? Not quite enough for a transfuse yet. Actually opting for a creep tumor, so the damage Queen is very vulnerable. But transfuses probably will come through shortly. Third CC coming from MMA, so he's looking to play a greedy economic play, like he did map 1, so I'm interested to see how Golden responds to this. Golden as of yet hasn't sacrificed the Overlord in, but probably will do shortly. Reapers still looking for any form of harassment, any damage that they can for the moment. They back out. Queen still keeping a good check. We've got obviously an additional extractor coming through. This takes Golden up to 2 gases. He isn't attempting to try and take a third base yet. Meanwhile, MMA adding in a second factory now. Blue Flame play going to be coming down. This is a build we haven't seen from MMA yet this series, but it is one, if I recall correctly, he utilized earlier on in the day. but that was in a TvT, so different situation. Baneling Nest now coming down from Golden. And this is really early to get the Baneling Nest through. And it could pose a problem because that means this Roach-1 has been skipped. So only Lings to defend this. The creep spread quite nice, but is it going to be enough? The Lings coming forward. They managed to wrap around a couple of units. Only one Hellion in the end though actually gets taken down. Golden perhaps waiting a bit too much, trying to get the greedy surround on everything, as opposed to just taking the 2 Reapers when he had them. Ready to lock around though. Gets a Reaper and a Hellion. This is the push pretty much shut out. And by shutting this down, it's going to be a pain. But all of these Hellions now getting spotted. This should alert Golden that something's up. He's pumping a good number of Lings. And by a good number of Lings, I mean a huge number of Lings. 31 here. Probably going to go for a huge Baneling play. Definitely now going for a huge Baneling play. There's more Lings coming through. But up against Blue Flame Hellions, this is going to be fairly tough. Blue Flame hasn't yet activated. Just kicking in now, revealing itself. The Zergling's getting roasted exceptionally quickly. And this is not at all what Golden would have wanted to see. He's losing so much stuff here. His drone count is really low. And MMA is enjoying just having a great build order over his opponent. And I hate putting things down to luck, but that's what it is. Golden hasn't scouted his opponent. MMA hasn't scouted the Baneling that's coming, or any indication that this was going to be a huge play like that. And MMA probably going to win this game right here. The Blue Flame Hellions dealing so much damage, more coming through. The Roach-1 not yet down, and with only Lings to try and defend this, and the drone count already perilously low for Golden. MMA is in a incredible spot, especially when we factor in the fact that he's got his 3rd base down already. More drones die, 31 killed by this early aggressive play. And Golden just committing so much to a big Baneling bus may have actually overcommitted to it. Going to be able to shut down the Hellions now, but I fear the damage has already been done. Golden has got to do a lot now. Maybe even... This is kind of bordering on walk on water level of miracle to try and make this work, in my opinion, because MMA, he's just got so much production. He's adding in so many more barracks, which is going to completely catch Golden off guard if he is going to go for a lot of roaches, as I suspect with roach speed. And of course, with all of this added in to the fact that MMA's economy is just astoundingly better than Golden's, and Golden is not in the greatest shape. Considering he hasn't started... he has started some droning. If we see more droning, it isn't going to be a Roach Bane all-in. But if we don't see some more droning shortly, it is going to be a Roach Bane all-in. And considering how many units he's pumping, he's either fearful that he's just going to flat out die shortly, which still doesn't help him because his drone count is down so extensively on MMA's economy. But even if he crushes these Hellions, which he should do with some roaches out, MMA behind this is just playing his game. He's adding in some gases, he's got his 3rd up, he's got huge amounts of production, double upgrades coming through. And Golden just knows it there. I don't know if Golden actually saw something specific at that stage that made him GG out, but either way, he knew he was in a really tough spot and there was no way out. So congratulations there to MMA. And he takes the finals 2-1. He wins 50 euros and a spot in the monthly 600 euros finals. Golden doesn't go away with nothing though, 25 euros as the runner-up prize.